We had ourselves an exciting game last night with Trevor Lawrence late touchdown securing a huge win for the Jacksonville Jaguars over the Kansas City Chiefs. Y'all know we got to talk about it. And are we in unfamiliar territory looking at this Kansas City Chiefs team? Y'all know we going to talk about it, break it all down, but you got to hear the music first.
Welcome to your number one spot for all NFL news and content, NFL Central.
What's going on, NFL fans? Welcome back into another episode of NFL Central, your number one spot for everything NFL. I'm your host here, Bobby. So if you're tuned in, man, because I'm holding it down for another daily episode, but if you tuned in, ready to talk some football talk, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, last night on Monday Night Football, we had ourselves an exciting game with the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Kansas City Chiefs in a win that went to the Jacksonville Jaguars at the end of the game with Trevor Lawrence getting the game selling touchdown, and they ultimately won 31-28 versus the Kansas City Chiefs. And honestly, I thought it was going to be a blowout because at one point the Kansas City Chiefs was up 14-0. 14-0. And we know from the history of looking at the Kansas City Chiefs, they don't really take their foot off the neck of their opponents if they go up 2 touchdowns. In years past, we've seen the Kansas City Chiefs go out there and do a number of things to secure victories and make teams feel like, damn, we just are not in the league of the Kansas City Chiefs. But shout out to head coach Liam because he has the Jacksonville Jaguars playing like a scrappy football team, like a team that believes in themselves. And now with this victory over the Kansas City Chiefs, the Jacksonville Jaguars are now 4-1 for the first time since 2007. And Trevor Lawrence has looked good. You can't even knock him for it. Mr. Sunshine is what some people like to call him. If you was a football fan and remember the Titans, you remember Sunshine. And that's what a lot of us football fans like to call Trevor Lawrence, so because the big guy, blown blonde hair, whatever. But he has been playing good football for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and that's much credit to the coaching staff and head coach Liam. And you can't be mad at it. Last night, Trevor Lawrence went out there and put up 18-25, 221 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And he made himself available every single time that his team needed him. Every single time the Jacksonville Jaguars needed another first down, needed another big play. Trevor Lawrence, outside of a couple mistakes, he delivered. He delivered for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They kept that running game going with 26 rushes on the ground and then some big catches from guys like Brian Thomas Jr. And you even seen Travis Hunter go out there and have a huge catch just over somebody. And then I ain't gonna lie, when we talk about Travis Hunter here in a second, I was really, really impressed on how he played this football game. But hey, much credit goes out to the Jacksonville Jaguars defense as well, because Devin Lloyd, he fooled the hell out of Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, more so Patrick Mahomes, because Andy Reid called the play. Andy Reid called the play, and typically is Munyon. For the Kansas City Chiefs. But my man's Devin Lloyd showed in zero blitz, you know what I'm saying, with the zero coverage, and acted as if he was going to show the blitz, faked, dropped back, jumped in front of the pass that Patrick Mahomes threw, and he went down 99 yards for a pick six on Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes, my boy, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I think you're one of the best quarterbacks in this league, but that's why you a quarterback and not a defensive back. Because that tackling, oh my God, I feel like Devin Lloyd did one of the slowest jukes I ever seen in my life. And he was able to go 99 yards for the touchdown. And that was the touchdown that placed the Jacksonville Jaguars on top and finally got the first lead of the game, 21-14 at that moment in time during the game. So there was a lot of big moments throughout this game. And then once the Jacksonville Jaguars took that 21-14 lead, the team started to go blow for blow. And then at that particular moment, it was who wants it more? Who was going to be the team to go out there and finish the game? And with closing seconds left, y'all, with closing seconds left, my man's Trevor Lawrence takes a snap in his own end zone to go out there and give his team an opportunity to win the football game, receives the snap, falls on the ground, stumbles, mumbles, rumbles into the end zone to secure the game. It was wild. It was a great thing to see. It was great for the Jacksonville Jaguars to come out with this victory. Honestly, I was not in belief that they was going to be able to pull it off once I seen the Jacksonville Jaguars go up. The Kansas City Chiefs, go up 14-0. I thought it was just going to be a boring Monday Night Football game. But after the game, Liam Cohen, he went out there and said, hey, way to show resilience. And that his football team did. Remember a couple weeks ago when Liam Cohen told Robert Saleh, keep my name out your mouth. Keep my name out your mouth. Hey, that showed me that Liam Cohen, when he came in and everybody was making fun of his Duval, along with me, I was making fun of that. I was making fun of things like that. But that also showed me that this head coach got an edge to him. This head coach got some scrappiness to him. And this performance by his team has showed me that these guys are willing to go and be a scrappy football team and mirror what their head coach is. That's what I always talk about when we talk about head coaches in the NFL. A lot of the times you can tell a team how they're going to be, how they're going to play simply by who their head coach is. When you look at Andy Reid, he's a detail guy. Yes, he's up there in age, but he that fiery damn grandpa. And he ain't going to play games with y'all. He going to let y'all know what it is and what it ain't. Get in the face of his players if you have to. Hence why the Kansas City Chiefs are champions. Then you look at guys like Sean Payton, who came into Denver and was like, Russell Wilson, we ain't going for that nonsense. You better get it out of here. He got it out of here. Russell Wilson didn't fall in line and didn't execute to his level. They got him out of there. Bo Nix came in, filled the void, and is mirroring what Sean Payton wants. Being accurate, being tough, and being on time. His team is being a tough team in Denver, and that defense and Nick Bonita that Sean Payton has at his disposal right now is a monster. Anybody call for Monsters Inc? Somebody call Pixar for Monsters Inc. Come on now. I'm just saying, those things excite me. And then those are some good examples. One examples that make you scratch your head is Mike McDaniels in Miami. Cool guy, little nerdy, nothing wrong with it. Smart guy, you know what I'm saying? Let things kind of go by, be super smooth and super cool with it. And what happens when the Miami Dolphins got to go to Buffalo in December, or go to New England in January, or go play a playoff game in Kansas City in January? They be cool, let shit slide to the side, and they be like, we made it here. At least we made it to the playoffs. And they get their ass kicked. So I think this is very, very good for the Jacksonville Jaguars in that regard to say, hey, these guys can go out there and compete, man. These guys can go out there and compete, and it's a great thing to see for the Jacksonville Jaguars, who has been very, very underwhelming for a couple years now since they last made the playoffs in 2023. But now, next up on the list for the Jacksonville Jaguars, they got the Seattle Seahawks, which is going to be a dog fight. I think that's going to be a hell of a game. Then you got the Rams, then the Raiders, then the Houston Texans, the Chargers, and that's just in the next couple of weeks. So it's going to be some interesting things for them. But shout out to Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars on securing a big win over the Kansas City Chiefs. It was a good game, man. Shout outs to them. But hey, before we get up out of here, we got to talk about the Chiefs approaching unfamiliar territory. Unfamiliar territory for the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs, bro, this is unfamiliar for me. I see the Kansas City Chiefs go out there and be in close games. I seen the Kansas City Chiefs go out there and go up 14 and never relinquish the game. But going up 14 and losing the game, that's unfamiliar for me. Going up and not be able to generate a lot of points on offense, that's unfamiliar for me. Spags not being able to get that defense to get some stops, that's unfamiliar for me. I'm just saying, Kansas City, what we doing? You want to win, you want to go home. In the great words of Denzel Washington, you want to win, you want to go home. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know for the Kansas City Chiefs, dog. Like, I get it. Patrick Mahomes didn't have a terrible day. You had one terrible mistake with the pick six. It was ugly, my boy. It was ugly pick six. More so, I would say you kind of made the right read. You didn't look at the defender, you know what I'm saying? You didn't see him now. I would say a better play for the defender because he fooled you. And a lot of the times, the best quarterbacks in the world, they even get fooled every now and then. So shout out to Devin Lloyd for fooling the hell out of Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes on the night went 29 of 41, 318 yards, one touchdown, one big interception. Come on now. And the thing still stands for me. I don't know what is going to go on with this run game. It's not terrible, but it doesn't make me a believer in the Kansas City Chiefs run game. Yeah, you look at the box score, you see Kareem Hunt has 7 rushes for 49 yards. Yeah, you look at Isaiah Pacheco, 7 rushes, 36 yards. But the leading rusher last night was Patrick Mahomes with 60 rush yards. Nah, ain't good enough, y'all. It's not good enough for me. I don't want Mahomes to be the leading rusher. That's just me. And then, yeah, you got some performances out of your wide receiver group, but still, this all depending on Rashee Rice? Is this all depending on Rashee Rice for the Kansas City Chiefs offense to be as explosive as it could be? Because years past, I seen Kansas City Chiefs go up 14 and then put belt to ass. Y'all gave the belt back. What you talking about? Y'all gave the belt back yesterday. That's all I'm saying. Y'all literally gave the belt back. Y'all went in there, grabbed the belt. Y'all let the Jaguars come, take the belt, run, and put it in the microwave and run from y'all. I'm just saying, bro. It's not, like, I get it. Tyquan Thornton had a decent game, 3 receptions, 90 yards. Travis Kelce, 7 receptions, 61 yards. Hollywood Brown, 4 receptions, 48 yards. But it was like, where's the pop? Where's the yards after the catch? Hollywood Brown has that speed. Xavier Worthy has that speed. Tyquan Thornton has that speed. Oh no, it's just still something missing from this offense. Is it Rashee Rice? If the offense for the Kansas City Chiefs is predicated on the success of Rashee Rice, they ain't winning the Super Bowl this season. I don't believe it. They can obviously improve things. It's only 5 weeks into the season, but you mean to tell me your whole entire offense is predicated on one wide receiver? No, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. I don't know if the Kansas City Chiefs want to look at making some additional moves this offseason. I mean, before the trade deadline. I don't know if the Kansas City Chiefs want to make some type of move before the trade deadline or just run with what they got. And my defense, hey, what we doing? My defense, what we doing? I'm used to seeing this defense put foots on necks. Once they start to get this lead, they able to pin their ears back and say, let's go. This game right here versus the Jacksonville Jaguars is one example. Your last game that you played versus a couple weeks ago that you played versus the Philadelphia Eagles, what happened? Y'all got, hey, this is unfamiliar territory for me. Y'all was the cream de la creme. And I'm not going to disrespect y'all and say that y'all not the cream de la creme. I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to say is this is unfamiliar territory. The feeling, I'm saying it's unfamiliar territory for me watching the Kansas City Chiefs simply because these are not things that I'm used to seeing. Yeah, I'm used to seeing the offense struggle a little bit, but the Kansas City Chiefs still come out with the victory. Yeah, I'm used to seeing some games where the Kansas City Chiefs go up 14-0, but I ain't used to seeing y'all lose after that. Like, not that much. Not how I guess it's just a whole feeling thing. Maybe somebody called in and put voodoo on the Kansas City Chiefs and the refs. They told the refs to stay over there, or y'all gonna get in trouble. Maybe, I don't know. But Kansas City, the road does not get easier from here. Ladies and gentlemen, for Kansas City, the road does not get easier from here. We got Detroit on Sunday night. Then the Vegas Raiders. Then the Washington Commanders. Then the Buffalo Bills. Then the Denver Broncos. And the Indianapolis Colts, who look like they for real. Kansas City, y'all gonna win some of these games. But, yeah, we gonna see what's to it, man. I ain't gonna make no declarations right now because it's only week 5. We got a lot of football left. But I will say, y'all got to tighten up, bro. Y'all got to tighten up, bro. Kansas City Chiefs got to tighten up, bro. For real. But, hey, that is it for me today, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of NFL Central. Before y'all get up out of here, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell as well, man. I hope y'all enjoyed that game last night. Hope y'all been enjoying this content because I've been enjoying creating it for you. Give me your feedback and everything down below. Let us know how we been doing so me and Steve-O can adjust accordingly. We appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all always love football. And y'all already know we're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure.
This has been a presentation